Hello, everyone, and welcome to HDpiano Classical Edition. This is Jeff. In today's lesson, I'm excited to be teaching you part 1 of Minuet in G by Christian Petzold. And that's going to sound something like this. And there we have it. This is a lovely little classical ditty. A lot of people actually mistake the composer of this song. A lot of people think this was written by Bach, but in fact, it was not. It was recently discovered that it was written by Christian Petzold. It was written for the notebook for Anna Magdalena Bach, so maybe that's where the confusion is. But anyway, regardless of who wrote it, let's learn it. We're going to learn it one measure at a time, and we're going to learn it hands together. So here's our first measure. All right, so we start with a G chord in the left hand, G, B, D, and then a D in the right hand. And then we're going to play G, A, and when we play this B, we're going to play an A here. All right, so try that with me. Very good. For the second measure, we're going to start with B and D. We're going to hold the B and play G, G. So that second measure. Let's repeat those first two measures. All right, for this classical tune especially, I encourage you to pause and rewind. Really get about 2 measures at a time before you move on to the next couple measures. So here's our next measure. What we're going to have to do, we're going to have to shift our position a little bit. So what I want you to do is bring up your number 3 all the way up to E. And when we play that E in our right hand, we're going to be playing a C in the left hand. Okay, so we're going to play these notes, C, D, E, F sharp. Then when we get to the G, we're going to move to a B in the left hand, and then we're going to go down to 2 Gs. Let's try that together. Very good. Again, pause, rewind as you need. And let's go on to the next 2 measures. We're going to start with an A in the left and an C in the right. We're going to hold that A while we play C, D, C, B, A. Try that with me. And we're going to continue the same pattern except down a whole step. So then we're going to play G and then B. C, B, A, G. Let's try those 2 measures. Okay, very good. For the last 2 measures, we have to do a little bit of a tricky hand move. So we're going to be on G here. We're going to cross over to finger 2 on F sharp. Then we're going to go back to 1 on G, A, B, G, B, A. Let's try that. Okay, try that right hand a little bit before you get to this left hand part. We'll do these couple measures hand separately. First, your left hand is going to outline a G triad, D, B, G, D. Then we're going to leap down an octave, D, and then up to C, up a 7th. And then we're going to put finger 3. You might be tempted to put finger 2 on this B, but put finger 3 on it. Just trust me on that one. Okay, so that left hand is going to look like this. Okay, now pause and rewind. Get that left hand part. When you're ready, let's put it together really slowly. That's going to look like this. right, so again, pause, rewind at that really slow tempo for those last two measures. In time, those last two measures. Okay? The trick for this one, though, is to really get it sounding smoothly all the way through. I would encourage you to practice it very slowly and also practice your transitions from, when you learn a couple measures at a time, it's always useful to then practice the transitions from one two-measure phrase to another. So now, before we finish up this part one, I want to play this at a couple different tempos so you have something you can play along with. This first tempo we'll play very, very slowly. All right, very good. Let's try it a little faster. All right, excellent work, everyone. You just learned Minuet in G, Part 1 by Christian Petzold. My name is Jeff. This is HDpiano. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, check out our Facebook, and send out those requests for songs via Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you at Part 2.